Alrighty, I have a construction update for you guys today, and hopefully, I know half of us are going to be upset with the election today, and half of us are going to be happy. I don't care. I'm here to brighten your day if you're on the upset side of things. So, they are obviously almost out of track in the parking lot. There are some new supports there. With counting the supports on the construction site, there actually should be one more shipment coming in. We are missing a few supports for the tower stall. So I am expecting another shipment of supports to arrive between now and first week of May. And with completion probably between May 9th and May 12th. Now that sounds scary, but I want to remind you all that the electrical for the station is done. The launches are hooked up. The clearance envelope is on the track and ready to go, and the tunnel is nearing completion inside the mountain as well. So things are on track. And I saw someone comment that it takes about 4 weeks of testing to get a ride open. That's not necessarily true. That's because the rides typically are finished a lot earlier than opening day. They can commission a ride very quickly. So just to calm everyone down, I did have a conversation with the park yesterday, and things are still on track. I know I talked to some of my Patreons and all that. Wonderland does have an event themselves booked for a specific group of people 2 days before my event. So don't worry. Things are still looking up, and worst case scenario, we move the event back a week. But with that being said, concrete has been poured in the station for the concrete pad. The flower gardens have been poured around the footings. Brickwork has started, so we could potentially be able to walk under here starting opening weekend, because they're even getting the fence posts in if you look closely. Rockscapes is well underway in terms of theming the tunnel. The brickwork is inside for the tunnel facade as well. And yeah, so they are making significant progress compared to what we saw inside the park. And today, Monday, returning to work, a lot has been done. So very impressive. They have been inside, and Walter's group has really knocked it out of the park in terms of getting a lot done today. They meant business when they showed up to work today, because they got about, I would say, 90% of the tower built. There are 4 columns left to add. 4 columns left to add and 3 track pieces to go in. And if weather cooperates in the first half of the day tomorrow, I predict that Walter's group will finish the top hat tomorrow before the bad weather rolls in. It all comes down to the weather. With that being said, there technically isn't a rush, because the stall, we are waiting to get that stall and ice winder roll worked on, and we are going to need a few more supports. I added up the supports compared to the rendering, and we're missing about 1 more shipment of supports. So again, we need that shipment to come in, but they can still work on the bases, which did arrive today, to get those started. So again, I fully believe that AlpenFury will finish construction between May 6th and 7th to May 12th, the latest, May 11th, the latest. So, and then Wonderland's going to start right away commissioning. And when I say commissioning, I'm talking about envelope testing, moving the train through, doing those LSM clearance checks, and then, dry running the coaster. And then obviously they have to train, test all the special effects and all that. So there is still a lot of work left to do, but they are ahead compared to other roller coasters out there. So for example, like Siren's Curse and other coasters, they finish the coaster and then start working on the station and electrical. AlpenFury kind of did it all together. So yeah, I can get why people are a little doubtful, and yes, there is a good chance the event could be pushed back a week, but it is going to open either the end of May or beginning of June. Don't worry, it's on track in that sense, and I fully believe that we'll be riding AlpenFury at the end of May. With that being said, still no sign of the fire effect on the top of the mountain. Again, I'll be keeping you updated on that. But they definitely did a lot of work with this double inverted top hat, and I'm really excited to see it completed because it really stands out from all sides of the park. And it's just going to look so amazing with its shaping. It's almost like a deke out in itself, if that makes sense as an element. Down there, you can see the track piece that's ready to go in, as well as the 2 supports. I am so sorry. I told you guys that there was 4 supports left to go in. It's actually 3. There's 3 supports left to go in, not 4. There's that 4th one that did end up getting installed right at the end there. With that being said, the station area is going to probably start its timber kits additions once they finish pouring the cement for the operation booth, the op booth at the top of the platform, as well as the queue line stairs leading up. So once they're done that, timber kits will then start work on the station building, and they'll continue to do the brickwork and put all the no-go zones, the lockout zone fencing in place, so guests can start walking around that area. And I'm kind of excited because I really want to go to grab and go. I'm really craving some grab and go food. As weird as that sounds, but I am. And I kind of want to just check out the area. I'm really excited to check out AlpenFury. It looks so good. And it's definitely going to be the best ride in the park. And I have a feeling this is going to be Premier's like model. Like, you know, when you go to buy a new home and you go to that model home, I think this is going to be Premier's model coaster, where they are, you know, they fly out clients to come look at this coaster to show what they can do. Because it's going to be a top 10 coaster in the world, in my opinion. And it's definitely going to be the best ride at Canada's Wonderland. So super excited for them to finish it. It is a little bit behind from what I was expecting. But once we did the math on the support columns, we realized that they're missing quite a few. And that's why we didn't see that tower going up on the other side of the globe. So it makes sense now. But yeah, a lot more work has been done inside the mountain, by the way, than we have realized. I think I have a shot for you guys in here, or I might have already shown it, but you can kind of see they got the walls up for the tunnel, or at least as you enter. And the electrical's hooked up. They're putting in the staircases. The exit platforms, exiting the platform down the stairs is pretty much done as well. So we're going to essentially see, I can tell the stage we're at. I remember this kind of stage from Yukon Striker. And outside of Vertical, it's going to be almost every day a big portion of AlpenFest is going to get conquered. And it's just going to be bam, bam, bam from here. And the Vertical construction team has proven that once they have the pieces there and the track pieces there, this Vertical construction team knocks it out. Like, I'm not even kidding. I thought this was going to be like a 2 to 3 day project for the double inverted top hat. And when I came in and filmed today, it literally was almost complete. And it's insane. Like, I bet you if they didn't have to set up that crane in the morning, because that takes a long time, by the way, it's like a 4-hour process to get those cranes set up, that they could have had this completely done. So I'm really excited to see, once all the pieces come from the stall and the ice winder roll, just how quickly this thing goes up. We are approaching the end of a vertical construction for AlpenFury as well. If only all the pieces were there, it would have been a much more quicker kind of like finish to the project. You can kind of see the layout for the queue line, by the way. And as they start the vertical construction of the station's aesthetics, we'll start to get a better idea of the queue line as well. So you can kind of see the curb leading to the back of that queue line area down there. And obviously we need the concrete for that op booth and the flower gardens, but just definitely very exciting to see the brickwork get put in there. You can tell they need this path open. And I heard a lot of people talking about the height of the station. I know I've talked about this a lot, but I just want to remind everyone, the reason AlpenFury is so high above the ground, the station and everything, is in the location that this ride is located, it needs to be able to allow emergency vehicles to flow through here. So the reason this station is so large and so above ground, and the track is so above ground, especially that little arch dipping down into the mountain, is to allow emergency vehicles to pass underneath it. So I just wanted to say that again, because that is a really cool tidbit as to why AlpenFury sits so high above ground level. Rockscapes is still out there theming some of the footings. They look amazing once finished. Very happy that Wonderland chose to go down that route. And they've gotten a lot of the mulch in, and a lot of the lockout fencing has been started to get added, especially in the theater area there. And they just have a little bit of electrical work to do leading along the ride path down here, and that will obviously start when vertical construction isn't in this area, so they'll be able to work. And some water main work obviously going on near the globe area. So that's really cool. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I'm missing. Again, like, it's crazy. We're exactly a month away from my event. So obviously it's we're in that last little bit. I'm excited. Nonetheless, again, so many people were coming up to me. The event's going to happen regardless. Don't worry, guys. Like, whether it happens the end of May or the first part of June, it's happening. Don't worry. We're going to have the event. It's going to be amazing. And I'm super excited. But I think that's all I have for AlpenFury now. So I'm going to end the video, and you guys can just continue to watch them work because it's really impressive, especially this shot here. And yeah, fingers crossed for the weather tomorrow. Have a good one, guys. Bye. Correction. I have to talk about Minebuster. There's some really exciting news. I can't believe I completely forgot about this. But Minebuster is just finishing off the ledges on the ledgers underneath the drop here. But there have been some steel track added to Minebuster's layout. So you'll see it right here. We're about to get there. They've done about 50%, maybe a little less, 45% of the layout so far. So as you can see right there, some steel topper track has been added to those vertical ledges there. So definitely very exciting. Again, this coaster, weather depending, because obviously weather holds them back with this wood coaster construction, especially tomorrow's storm. It should be ready to go for the May 8th opening weekend. As you can see there, they got some more steel track to carry along this section. And yeah, they did all that in a day, so I fully suspect adding the steel track is actually the easy part, because they just literally go do with a nail gun. Obviously, it's a lot more intense than that. It's not just a regular nail gun, but they basically just bolted in there a lot quicker than you would think. And you can see right there the track held up, ready to connect to the other stuff. So very excited to see Minebuster get finished and check it out when the park opens again. Thank you so much for watching our updates and just really being engaged in this construction progress. I'm so excited to have been covering this project. And now that we're ending very shortly with AlpenFury, I'm so excited to just literally document the construction of our next water park edition for 2026, because it is going to be a record breaker. And then our 2027 major roller coaster. Those are two things that I'm really excited to document for you guys, and I can't wait to show you the process of those two additions as well. Obviously, that is my opinions and not anything leaking, but I strongly believe that we'll be documenting a water park water coaster for 2026 and a major roller coaster in Time Warp and Kingswood's Plot of Land for 2027. So thank you so much. You guys have honestly just made this so enjoyable, and you are the reason I do this. And obviously I can't wait to continue and show you guys even more. Thank you so much, and have a good one. Bye.